Good evening, folks. Hope you all are doing well. Darth Plagueis, you posting that emo just now made me realize that I need to, or I needed to set my emote wall to stretch the whole screen. I didn't think to do that after I got this new ultra wide monitor. So it's stretched. I don't know if it'll actually look good the next time you attempt to, or the next time anybody attempts to do an emote, but hopefully it does. We'll see. I won't see it because I once again have my ultra wide up and can only have one thing on it at a time, so all I'm seeing is the game, and I have the stream on my phone. Well, I could sort of see the stream on my phone. I guess I can see a little bit of I might see like the emoji. That's such a tiny view. But hopefully it's a little better. Anyway, hi. Hope you all are doing well. Hadn't been on my channel in a while. Figured I'd pop back in. I was in the mood, especially after had a good time doing some streaming stuff this weekend, and I was just thinking, like, you know what?
You are not welcome.
Okay, that was weird controller lag there, but we seem to be okay. Oh, you're still alive. But yeah, after having a good time doing stuff with Zelda-thon and Ogaku Overdrive this weekend, I was like, you know what? Gotta stream on my channel again. It's been like ages, so here I am, continuing to play some Genshin. Seeing how far I can get in true 100%ing, which, oh boy, I have so much left to do in this desert. I don't actually have a lot left to do in this desert. Most of what I'm doing is in this section right here, but it's like the entirety of the underground, which is a very large underground. We have like stuff over here too, like all this. I have to scout all this for any chests and stuff that I'm missing, which is what I'm planning on doing tonight, and it's probably a little bit tedious. I apologize in advance if anybody gets bored of it, but trying to get everything. So just going back and covering all the territory that I had previously done, and I have the unofficial interactive map open on my laptop next to me, so I'm like looking in and checking to see what I've got and what I haven't, and you will see me constantly looking at that as we go. I think there's nothing in this room. There's a chest with a blueprint that I probably already have, and I could have checked way easier than going in there. I could just do this. Let's see, that's hued vase. Oh, there's so many hued vases. Seashell, that's the one. I already have that. Okay. Let me mark that off on the map. But this map is saying there was something over here too. A thing in this corner, which is not in that corner, so we have that already as well. I really wish I could have had this up on, I need to get another monitor. I have the ultra wide, but I just need to get like a second monitor. It would have been nice to have the map up in another view, so at least folks could like watch that too as I was clicking on stuff. The map is pointing me to this, which is obviously done. I had to complete that to just continue into this underground area. It also says there was a puzzle here that is done because these two things are lit up. Okay. All right, so this little mini section is done. But I now need to check this mini section. So still got a good chunk to go here. Let's see. I'm gonna start putting some pins down so I don't have to keep looking back and forth. That chest is in a different area. So is that rock pile. Okay, so we'll want to check this, which I'm pretty sure I've done already. And there's also a thing down here. And that warp point is in that area, so we can just go here and this way, I guess. This is just going to be a stream full of running through tunnels in abandoned temples. That is almost certainly talking about this thing down here, but I've already done all this. What? Okay. Wow. I guess I hadn't done that.
Something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Jeez. Okay, there's probably gonna be things like that all over the place where I just missed things here and there, just didn't even think to try them. I might need to go down that way eventually. I might just lead back up. Let's go this way first. And over here is another enemy first. I know that's gonna come back to life. And then there was an hourglass up here, which I'm pretty sure I've already done. Yeah. And I don't see any other Everlight cells or anything like that out here, so... Oh, there's several hourglasses. But if one wouldn't start up, then the rest won't either, so... Probably not an issue. Yeah. Alright, so we can mark that off, but I do need to go down and check that thing too. Hey Lemon, how's it going? Okay, yeah, this is the fastest way. There was something down here. I don't see any vases to break, so I must have gotten it. Or at least that looks like what this thing is showing me. Yeah, I don't see anything down here to break, so I have to assume... Unless I can break these. Oh, I can! Okay, so I didn't get this. I would have never even thought to do this. Because these vases don't look breakable like normal vases in this game do. Okay. Trying to balance relaxing with being productive and it's not really working, but kind of... I can feel that.
What greater pleasure is there than the
Alright, got that. That's 2 chests already out of the 5 I was missing in this desert, so that's really good progress. I think we need to go in here next, which I'm not looking forward to. There's so much stuff here. Closest warp point is actually this dungeon. I'm doing pretty good. It was a semi-tedious day at work, so I'm trying to just... I spent most of the evening relaxing and playing other stuff. There's 2 things here. I do already miss the 3-day weekend though. That was it was over way faster than I wanted it to be. And that's how, okay, yeah, there's a number of things up down here. There's something here. A chest here. This section is more likely to be a section that I previously went through, so I wouldn't expect to find the 3 chests I'm missing out here, but we will still be very thorough in checking. And there was, yeah, that's in that section too. So there's another item here. And we'll start here and check them all. Are these guys asleep or dead? They're dead. It's weird that I feel bad for Hilichurls, but hey everyone, how's it going? Alright, there was supposed to be a chest and a rock pile here. And I don't see either. Well, the chest is definitely gone because that was the chest just out in the open. And I guess I should pop my compass every so often. That's what it's there for. No chest though, and I don't see a rock pile. So probably safe to assume we've got both of those. I think the rock pile is like over here. Yeah. It's not there now. Okay. Well, at any rate, Lemon, I hope you're able to find some productivity out of the evening with whatever you are, what work you're trying to do. Those things are hard to balance when you just really want to relax, which is kind of the mood I'm in right now. There's a couple of things that I really do need to do, and I don't have the energy to do them, so I'm streaming instead, which also takes energy, which is a weird decision. Okay, fair. That's good. At least you're getting work done, which I'm not, so. That's a puzzle. Does it involve those fungi? It does, and apparently it just involves killing them all. I feel like this is probably something I already got, but...
Laid bare.
Yep. I was like, it was impossible for me to have come through here before and not just instantly incinerate them all. It's like, I must have whatever this was. Alright, so we will mark this off. Need to move things around because we cleared out the guest room, and that means more boxes are just around the house. Oh, got it. I'm trying to organize Millennial Cable Nest and empty box pile. That's fair and also not easy, so I feel you. Has some stuff up here. Actually, it's like above us on this cliff, I think. And a puzzle there that looks like I've already done it, but let's check it. Oh yeah, very clearly already done this. I'm in a slightly less intensive version of that because I've decided that I'm probably going to be moving back to Maryland. In August, when my apartment's current lease runs out, and I'm sort of already starting the process of like mentally cataloging everything in my house. I'm not really going to start packing until like July probably, but yeah. And it's less because I'm in an apartment and you're in a house. You've probably got more stuff to organize because of that, but similar mentality in that I have a lot of stuff that I'm like going through, and it's kind of a hassle. The millennial rat nest is real. Did that. That's just a chest out in the open that I don't see up here, so I must already have that one. Okay, we will break these boxes and move on. I think there is a rock pile back this way. That's the fastest way there. Actually, probably going this way. That's one thing I hate about this section is that it's not easy to parse this. Back when the Fontaine expansion dropped, one expansion ago, it's been about a year and a half at this point. They added these underground maps. They weren't in the game when Sumeru was first added, so people just like had to explore this entire underground area with just this, and it was, oh boy. Ugh, ridiculous. And that was not easy, and it's a little bit easier now, certainly, but it's also still not particularly easy to parse all this. This is like a massive jumble, which is the reason why I waited until now to try and 100% this map, because this is just, it's a lot. Each floor is pretty straightforward, but figuring out the pathways in between them, it's just like complicated and annoying. The main reason for your junk pile is that you didn't have time for getting rid of the junk before you moved, because you had to clean up your brother's mess in the basement, right? That was a hassle. Particular reason for moving or just a glitch. Oh, specific reason. I need a 2-bedroom apartment, and so I'm going to have to move out of this place. Well, I don't have to. I've been dealing with 1-bedroom for quite a while now. So I could just stay and continue dealing with that, but to be honest, I'm really tired of having to. I literally work at the same computer that I'm playing on right now, and I'm tired of being at this computer like 24/7. So if I'm going to be sitting at the same, or like working at a screen for that long, I would at least like some attempt at variety. And I feel like a second room for an office and having my work computer be in there specifically would help with that maybe a little bit. So, and if nothing else, I could definitely use the space. Oh, sure enough, there's a rock pile down here. I guess I just like never came down here to get that. All right, let's mark that off, and then we gotta hike all the way back out. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the idea. I've never really had one before, and I'm just like, I could use the extra space. Also, if I have a second bedroom, even if I'm using it for an office, I can also get like some kind of futon or like pull out. Well, one of my friends, I forget who, actually was telling me about like the types of beds that are in. I don't know if I would call them closets or cabinets. Sort of like a shelf, like a bookshelf that folds down into a bed, something like that. Either way, it would be nice to have a room where people who are like visiting me could sleep in and not be like on my couch in the living room. Which I suppose on my couch in the living room. Yeah, I think that's what they were talking about. On my couch in the living room probably wouldn't be bad either if I had like an actual good couch, but I don't right now, so that doesn't help either. This big boy is where HS was, I think. Oh, but that's another hued vase, so I can just quickly see here if I have it. Oops. You type the whole thing in here. Dark rock. Cool, got that one already. I'm still probably gonna have to fight this big guy. Yeah, I can't get far enough away not to aggro him at this point. I'll also just go for it.
Stabilize.
Big enemies like that have become so much easier ever since I got Zhongli to shield me with. I used to take so much damage from those enemies. That hurt a lot. All right, there's a rock pile in this corner. Presumably. I don't see anything right now. What was that? Oh. Free food, that's what that was. Get all that raw meat. Alright, it's like in this corner. And clearly nothing there, so I got that already. Alright. Yeah, it was like, well. It's in this corner? Yeah, I have that. I feel bad that it's such reflex to just see an animal like that and just go for it and instantly burn. So used to that kind of thing in this game. All right, let's see. I kind of want to. Oh, okay, that's a. Hey, Nalani. Lurking while you make dinner. I hope dinner is delicious. I had Penang curry for dinner about an hour ago. I ordered out because I was too lazy to make the spaghetti that I purchased, but it was very good. It's more affordable in Maryland. It's about the same price. I feel like I would be roughly paying for a 2-bedroom, probably somewhere between $2,200 to $2,400 a month for apartment rent in this area, roughly. And the areas I'm looking at are all relevantly close, or pretty close to each other on those pricings. They're more like 24. 22 is 22 is pretty difficult to find. DC area is pretty rough rent-wise. But I want to stay here because on the incredibly rare occasions where I have to physically go into the office, I would prefer to not have to like go super far for that. So I've had people ask me before, like, you want to just move out of the area entirely? But like, no, I have too many routes for that. If nothing else, it would be annoying to have to do WMGS stuff and like fly into town for that or something. So no, I definitely want to stay in the area, but it's the area is unfortunately pretty pricey, even just for like apartment rent. There's like 3 things here. Okay. I always like using this flag icon when there's like multiple things to go for, but there is a way to put individual icons on top of each other. I'm just too lazy to do that right now. We have one thing here. I vaguely remember this spot. There was like a lot down here. Thing here. A thing here. I feel like I probably got most all this, but as usual, you never know. That's the whole point. We're here to retrace all my steps from back when I was doing this for story and for exploration. There are 2 rock piles on top of each other over there. That's like 3 items here. And a 4th up here, which is not going to let me. Let's do this. There we go. Okay. All right, so we'll start by checking all of this. There's also a bunch in this room, but I kind of want to knock this section out and then start in this room because this room leads vaguely to a lot more of this, so thank you. I'm not looking forward to it whenever I do it because moving is a hassle, and when I moving from North Carolina to this area was very simple in 2007 because I basically brought like 1 suitcase with me. I was moving from my mom's to my dad's, and I didn't know, or I didn't have anything at the time, really. Since then, I built a life. So when I had to move from my dad's, his house in Maryland, to this apartment, it was way more of a hassle because I was actually like, I had furniture, I had my computer, I had like lots and lots of clothes. I had so much more stuff, and it's obviously going to be a repeat of that, and I'm not looking forward to it. But the new place should make it worth it, at least wherever I end up going. Okay. There's clearly not a chest there now. We'll mark that one off. Oh, there's a chest I'm missing. Right there. Okay. We're not going there yet. I spent a lot of time in this gigantic room because there is a shrine somewhere in here. I forget where. Up on that side, maybe? Or up there. I cannot remember. There are locations in this game called Shrines of the Depths, which are just small shrines, which we'll see when I find where it was in this room, that have a single chest inside them. But the key you need to unlock them comes from exploration or completing story. There's always 10 shrines in every given nation, and one of them was down here. And I remember popping down here to like look for stuff.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
That's love Arlecchino. She's ridiculous in the best ways. I think that's something here. I don't see any enemies. Oh, okay, that was a chest that was just out in the open here. Okay, so we have that already. But I came here early to like look for stuff in the desert, and I saw the shrine that was in this area, and I spent like weeks not being able to open that shrine, and I was constantly coming back here for it. So I very distinctly remember that shrine. Okay, this puzzle is obviously talking about that. And it wants me to go... Where? Up here? Oh, back up to... Okay. I'm pretty sure I have this already.
Never mind. Let them do as they please.
They led to those two. Yep. All right, so we'll mark that off. And we'll be back here in a minute. Well, in that case, let me mark that off too. I want to get the stuff above before I go down, so let's stay up high for now. Oh, look at that big guy. I think that big guy is... Oh, is that where it's telling me to go? Looks like it. He is not guarding a chest now. I have that, clearly. There's like nothing down there next to him. Alright, let's bigly go up here. I'm pretty sure I got this already too. Like, I remember physically what this involved. But I'm still gonna check. That was just kill the guys below. And there's no chest there now, so we got that. There was a rock pile down here, however. All the way down? Possibly down here, I think. No, it's not all the way down here. It was underneath this, I think. Yeah, it was like behind this thing. It's not there now, but I got a radish and some raw meat, so at least I didn't get nothing for my troubles, I guess. That marker is in a weird spot, though. The marker actually is talking about over here, but I don't see anything. Alright, probably safe to assume I have that, though, because, yeah, I literally see nothing. Alright, so in that case, there's like 3 things down here in the middle. I was talking about the shrine, but I don't see where it was. I could have been misremembering. There's a lot of gigantic underground caverns like this throughout this desert. Sand pile.
Wind strike.
With a rock pile. Okay. And the only other thing down here was a chest that was out in the open. And it's still pointing me to that chest. Fair enough. But that means that chest is not there. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna go get this because it's bugging me that that's showing up on my map. So let's focus on that really quickly. This is a complicated one to get. All right, we'll head in that vague direction, see if I can find the right item I'm looking for. I think I'm gonna have to drop all the way down. Maybe not all the way. That looks like death down all the way down there. But at least here. Yeah. Oh, it's just a door I never went in. Whoa. That's a lot of things that just flew out. Wow, that's like a whole-on puzzle I never did. Okay. That actually happened to me above ground a couple weeks ago, too. There was just like one of these books that I just never opened. Back inside an area, or outside one of the... It was like... I think it was actually this pyramid. No, it wasn't. It was a different one. I think it was this one. Like, I never came around to this south corner for some reason. There's just a thing there. Sound open that I never bothered to do.
Impressive bounty.
Okay. Couple things I'm trying to check. It lists 2 chests in here, or at least the guide does, but I think one of them might be about those things that flew off. Yeah, I think I need to guide them back to this room or something along those lines, and it will spawn another chest in here, so let's go do that. Which is actually going to be annoying. There's wind all over the place in various portions of this room. First of all, there's enemies that I don't want to deal with, so let's deal with this first. Just make things easier for myself in advance as I do this. Let's get all you two. Or not. Ooh, you know what? I bet these guys will activate as we do stuff here. Okay. Are there any other enemies? I don't see anything. I think we're good. All right, let's figure this out. Yep. Oh, let's just... If that's it, then I'm just doing this.
Stabilize.
Busted.
I don't care, I'll fight them all at once. I thought I was gonna have to, like, maneuver those light balls back to other positions. Oh, and I might still have to, but... Okay. We're at the point now where it's just... It's in the back, yeah. But... These things generally don't do well with giant drafts of wind like you see over there. And doing puzzles where you have to maneuver them around that gets very annoying. Thankfully, that doesn't seem to be a thing I have to worry about here. It's just... It was just straightforward, take them out. Nice. All right, cool.
Impressive bounty.
Hey, Relong. Time for music hoarding. Is that in reference to last time I was looking on your stream, you were playing a music game and I can't remember what it was at all. Okay, now that I'm done with that, I'm actually gonna come back here. Well, first. Okay, nothing. Now I'm gonna come back here. And actually, I'm gonna check one thing first. Let's see. I feel like you were playing something music related within like the last couple of weeks. I don't think it was that long ago that I was secretly lurking on your screen, and I thought I remembered a music game, but I could just be completely horribly misremembering. What are we looking at? I'm currently referencing the Genshin Impact chest counters spreadsheet, which tells you exactly how many chests can be found throughout this entire world of this game. Desert 1, 354 chests. I should be at 353, based on the 4 that we've already gotten today. The Gilded Desert Streets 1. 353, yes, okay. That is correct. So we are missing exactly 1 chest in this whole southern area. I've already gone through all this over again. And the above ground of here. So it's like all this underground is what I'm going back and retracing my steps on. And apparently I'm missing just 1 chest. But there's also a whole bunch of sand piles and rock piles that I could also be missing. So I'm trying to, so I'm retracing all my steps. Even when I find the chest, I'm not going to consider myself done until I've truly gone back through everything. So let me heal up real quick. Okay, so I want to go back to... back around this corner.
Overruled.
Oh no! They were too far away. Ugh. Okay, I could use other people to take them out, but that's the annoying thing about playing with Arlecchino. If you don't hit the enemy with her skill, then you can't fire up your attacks. And she does no damage if her attacks are not pyro based. So it can be very annoying if you screw that up, like I just did. That's what I have 3 other characters for, and by 3 I mean 2, because Zhongli does like no damage with the build I have for him. He's shielder and nothing else. But Yelan and Kazuhara are pretty good characters, honestly. All right, so that puzzle it's talking about, I've already done. I think. Yeah, it's literally talking about these lights. So we'll mark that off. There's also an obelisk at the end of this platform. It's probably below. All the way down here. Yep. And I've done everything to do with the obelisk, so... But I still wanted to mark it off, just in case. All right. Now there's two things over here. Those are probably back down below. So I'll literally have to go back downstairs again in a second. But first... four things to activate here. Already activated because this fan is not blowing. So we're done with this bit. Cool. Get rid of that pin. Oh boy, that's stuff up there that I've never bothered to go for. Okay. How do we get up there? Well, climbing, obviously. Specifically, where do I go to climb? Probably here makes the most sense. Actually, maybe... Oh, I already came up here. In the past was apparently. Oh wait, hold on. There's more. I was like, I guess I was smart enough to get that, but okay. There's like nothing up here, and I feel like I'm about to go out of bounds actually. So let me drop back down. Okay, I guess I already got that. And there's another one directly underneath it. It's not that, that's just a regular ore. But directly underneath it, it means all the way down? We must. But there's nothing here either. We can probably keep going. No. It would have been there. Okay, I guess we got those already. Got that. Let's mark that off. It also says there was a sand pile, but that was also like up here, and I don't see it now, so okay. All right, cool. We got all of that. We can mark that whole thing off. And now there's a lot in this room, this section. Most of which I suspect I've already gotten, but as always, let's continue checking. There's a lot going on in here. But since it's all like in this room, I don't think I'm gonna bother manually marking before I start looking. A lot of it had to do with the monuments down there that are locked. The compass is not showing anything. Okay. Let's check on the map a second. Easiest thing to do, I think, actually, is to drop all the way down. And yeah, those are active already. Which means we have all three of those chests that were down there. And the other thing it's showing me in the same spot, I think, is this, which we've done. Okay. Cool. Other stuff in this room. You know what? Let me mark this. I'm being very dumb trying to do it manually. There's one thing here. Something here. A thing up here. Another thing here. Let's do this. So it lets me put that on there without clicking onto something else entirely. And a thing here. Okay. The thing down here in the middle? Was to light up the electro pillars, which I feel like I've already done, but currently the anima pillar is being lit up because I wanted to make that path up, which we'll lose when I turn these off in a second, but nonetheless, I want to do it anyway because I want to make absolutely sure that I've gotten this. So, move this to the electro one specifically. The hydro ones took out the, this whole room was flooded originally. And part of unflooding it was activating the hydro totems on the other side. So I don't have to do that now. I can just specifically do the electro. Which I need an electro person on my team for. Let's do official in there really quickly. Oh, wait. They're already lit up. I guess I forgot I had previously done that. Okay, so if they're already lit up, then that means I already have it. Because there would be a chest that would have spawned when I did those, so, okay. So we're actually good there. In that case, let's set them back. Got one there. And this one here. Okay. And then the thing over here is maybe up here. Oh, it's all the way up here. Okay. And I cannot interact with it, so we already did this. Cool. There's like 3 hourglasses in here. And they led to something. Alright, I can turn that off. Yeesh. That marker up there. Oh, is that what led to those? Oh, that was right. It was the time trial. Okay. Oh, hello. Oh, it's this one. It's like, where's the HP bar? It's like, I know I'm doing damage. Okay, so the time trial that was up there was required to light up one of the two things here. So either way, we got that already. Let's go back and check this. which seems like it's actually all the way down, so we want to drop again, but I remember when I first came through this area, I spent so much time avoiding these things on the walls because they are clearly like active, but they won't actually attack you, and I didn't know that for a long time until I finally just got like brave enough to go try and walk by one. Okay, yeah, there was a rock pile there that I already have. Okay, so we got that. Looks like most of this room actually was cleared out. The last thing I want to check in here is this spot. There's a giant Everlight puzzle in here. And I don't see the things to interact with other than a lot of elevators going up and down. Oh, but I also very specifically remember this room and how much of a headache it was. So I feel pretty confident in assuming that I did this, but let's just quickly... Here was the Everlight thing that it started at. And from there we had to maneuver it in and out of a lot of elevators. Ah, and there's where it finished. Which let us take this, and we took that out. And I think that was the other one that went out to this entrance? Yeah. Okay, so we're done with that. Cool. That's pretty good progress. This whole area, this whole like east side is done. But now we have all this and all this and all this. So we're not anywhere close to done. Speaking of, that is a smaller area. Let's move up here. I have come to the conclusion, or I've learned very quickly in this game, that when I'm trying to 100%, it's best to do it in chunks, kind of the same way I play Tears of the Kingdom, or else I'll get very overwhelmed. Because all this is very overwhelming. So I'm gonna do this area next because it's quite smaller. Lineal cable nest is full of spare parts. Oh god, it felt really good a couple of months ago when I finally cleared out my closet. I was it was after my stepdad came into town to take care of some stuff that I brought from my old house when I moved here. Stuff that my dad owned and I still had like 9 years later. So we needed to like deal with that and get rid of some of it. And it was basically two like entire giant file cabinets that had been in my closet since I moved into this house. And he came into town and we had a good time together. We got dinner at a really good ramen place nearby. And while he was here, he went through those file cabinets and took good stuff home and had me shred all the rest. And then I had like 2 file cabinets that I had no need of that I could throw away, and then suddenly I had so much room in my closet. So I actually kept going and I like cleaned out my whole closet, and it was a true rat's nest. It was horrible, but it felt so good to have actual space in my closet. It was like wildly different from the past several years. Do not recommend the experience of making that happen, but highly recommend the end result. But it was a very horrible rat's nest before that because I kept so much tech. Oh, that's a different area. Okay, let's not do that yet. Let's stick with this floor. But there was like so much tech that I kept because I was like, what if I use this in like computer builds in the future? And it was wasting space. That was all it did. There was no reason for it. I meant to ask if I was able to refine it. No, I still didn't. I still have that, but I am still looking for an attachment that will fit it exactly. I'm pretty sure I can find one. I just don't trust going to random vendors on Amazon because that's what happened in the first place, and those vendors lied. So I have to like keep looking for someone that is more trustworthy with that kind of thing. which might actually just be as simple as finding a Canadian outlet and ordering from them directly. Yeah. It's a good tripod though, so I'm looking forward to actually using it once I get that set up. But yeah, finding the part from a reputable vendor that is not lying about the part actually fitting what it's supposed to fit that was not the easy bit. that's taking some effort. I'll definitely get there eventually though. I'll get a part for sure. We have 2 things here, 1 thing here, 1 thing here. Very likely I already finished all this, but this one is on this floor. This one is right next to this teleport point. Okay. And then there's some stuff down below. Let's mark that off. There's 1 item down here. I really like this game's implementation of the underground maps and that the floors have blue markers if you're on the right floor for it, so you can always tell where exactly you're at when you're going for that kind of thing. These 2 are also down here. There's an item here and 1 here. And then there was stuff back over here that I want to mark. Let's see. There's this, obviously. This is also on this floor. That's like here. This obelisk is right by this teleport point, so we'll have to do that again. And then there's actually like 4 things down here. There's a chest there. There's a rock pile here-ish. That's not quite accurate, but close enough. And another rock pile here. And then that chest was on top, but oh wait, no, those were 2 things together. Okay, so that's it. And that leads out. We can probably warp here though to start exploring all that, I think. That caveat of I think, because once again it is so complicated to explore this area. But I think this is correct. I think we can come around the corner to the right here. Beat up some between Aramite dealings going on here. I wonder what this is about. Alright. Yep, we can keep going this way. Oh no! I can't get that thing. It's too high now. Wait. Can I? Yes! It's so hard to grab dendro crystal flies, or any crystal fly after they fly off. Okay. Now we're finally in this area, which... well, there's nothing down here. That is... on the other side of this, maybe? Oh, what? Just rolling down the cliff. Hey, I'm in Hermano. It's very difficult to tell what's going on here. Okay, so that was just a chest out in the open there, which is not there now, so we can keep going. And oh, hello. I'm gonna grab that while I'm here. a sand pile, a chest, and a rock pile. What was that? Oh, lizard. Something is making noise behind me. Right, I vaguely remember this room, actually. Sand pile over here? That's probably below me. Yeah, that's way below me. Before I go down, though, where is the chest and the rock pile over here? The chest is up top, so I should stay up. The rock pile is down below.
Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Big old guys up there. Well, the chest is presumably not here because... Oh, hello. You coming here? Yes. Oh, I put that shield up with the perfect timing.
Busted.
Shield.
Transfixed.
I hate when I'm trying to get the enemies and I climb Zhongli's pillar by accident. Okay. I feel like there's not actually a chest up there, but how do I get up there to find out? Is it possible the chest was down here? Oh yes, that chest was on the floor actually. Or not the floor, like literally right in front of me on the ground was where it was. It was not all the way up there. Okay, so that means the other two things to get here. There was indeed a sand pile here. With one piece of meat in it, cool. And a rock pile further down, I think. Oh boy, that's all the way down there. No, wait. That might be right here. Yeah, I think that was right here. But I'm not sure, so let's drop all the way down and check. Oh, all the way down is a different area. Okay. All right, so it definitely wasn't that. But we have to come down here anyway, so that works out. All right, over here. We have a chest that was out in the open that was probably guarded by those guys right there. Yep. That's not there anymore, so let's lock that off. But I'll aggro them on the way by anyway, so.
Overruled.
All right, in here we have a rock pile there, a rock pile there. That's below. That's also below. And then there's a puzzle up top. I'll check that in a second. Let's go down here first. Doesn't seem like it's right here. I think my positioning on the map was off. It's really hard to tell where these things are sometimes. I think, oh, it was back here. Okay. All right, I have that one already, so we will go back up and around, I guess, because it's above. Yeah, I need to go that way. And this guy's gonna get on my nerves, so I'm just gonna poke him. That is a rock wall I can break that I just never saw. Okay. All right. That's that one. And we can mark that off. That was up top. We're climbing our way back up there. We got that. There's also this to check. Is that up or down? Here are the things that we need to set down there. It must be down. Ah, yes. And when I hit them, they don't change, so I did this already. Wow, that's a lot of music. Okay, and that's all that's up top. We might as well just teleport up there. Make things easier. That was an unexpected sound effect. Anyway, that's lit up, so we got the puzzle, or we got the torches. So I can mark that one off. It also says there's a sand pile right here, which is where that prism was, so we got that. And a rock pile in this direction. And I don't see anything. Oh, it was right there. Yep, got that already. Okay. I guess it's more back here, because from here I can just turn around and go upstairs, I think. Downstairs, all right. There's more down there though that I didn't get. Let's actually backpack for that. Can I? How do you? We may have to. This may have been the way we came in, perhaps. I'm not sure. No, this just leads into this area. Alright, well, while we're here, might as well. That's running already. We did whatever that was. Welcome back, Milani. I'm gonna mark that off. How do I get back down there? Do I have to go all the way back out here and drop again? Ugh. All right. Pretty good. This process of retracing all my steps in this game is it's so tedious. But I'm okay with it because I really like this game, so it's like at least I'm enjoying the route as I retake it. Assuming I can find the route and remember where to go. I think this way. And yeah, okay. All right, I need to let my stamina get back up before I drop absurd distances to my death. All right. And I left this area too early because there's stuff in here you got to check, and I don't. That seems like an elevator. Maybe I could have gone in there and gone down. Oh well. We'll find out in a minute. All right. Yeah, this is leading back up, but it's leading up to not all the way up, which is the important bit. So there's... That was just a chest that was literally right there where those guys are, and it's not there now, so we got that. And we'll probably have to kill you. Yep.
Solidify.
Time to go.
All right. And then in here, what do we got? You think iTunes just checks if artist and track name are the same and marks them as duplicates? Because you know one of those live version. iTunes is very finicky in my experience, so that doesn't surprise me at all. There are 3 stone slates that went into this room, and oh, you needed the 3 stone slates to enter the door. So I definitely already did this because I'm able to come in here in the first place. There was just a chest here that you could not get to after or without doing a very extensive side quest series. And that was the final tablet. There's like 4 other tablets scattered throughout this entire desert, and that gave some backstory. We definitely did that though, so I can mark that off. What the just in case they differ. Many of them don't, but some of them do. I guess it makes sense to keep them both. Yeah, that tracks. And that definitely makes it an annoying prospect of actually maneuvering that in iTunes. iTunes is pretty bad with that. All right, now we're in here, which is a huge area that we have mostly already completed. But I do want to explore everything down here to check all this stuff. So we'll start with, first of all, just do that. Nothing. Okay. So this thing in the corner is not there because that was just a chest out in the open. That was a chest you got for just doing the story that lets you in here. This, I think you have to physically go there. I'm not sure if I got that one or not. Let's go for this one first, though. Is it here? Yeah. And there was a rock pile underneath it, and I got both of them already. Cool. Can I get back up without having to do nonsense? Yes. Cool. And then over here, I think this actually was just a chest that was down here, and it's not here now. I thought those guys were going to attack me, but guess not. Yeah, no, that was an open chest that was there. And they don't attack you for it, which is nice. Okay. Let's go back up. Bought it digitally and then bought a physical copy and imported in iTunes because there's different track listings. Okay. That is a reason why I'm considering going out and buying a physical copy from not in the US of Dirty Loop's first album, because it's like a completely different track listing, and I would much rather hear the their take on like Utada Hikaru as opposed to their take on Justin Bieber. So I absolutely get that. Another room that required a lot to open up, but the fact that it's open means that I definitely already got the chest here. Okay, so we'll mark that off. Dirty Loops, it was a self-titled album, but it was the first one they put out. And they're, honestly, they're some of the most incredible musicians I've ever heard in my life. Really, really good group. Highly recommend them. But their very first album shared about 10 of the same songs, and then they did 3 songs on the American release and like 5 on the international release that were completely different from each other. Most of those songs were all covers of other bands or other artists, and they probably accurately decided that most American people that would buy their CD would not care about a cover of an Utada Hikaru song. So unfortunate for me, but
Overruled.
I'm not going to say they were in the wrong for making that choice. Talking about a puzzle in here, which probably can already definitively say I did, because doors are open, switches are hit. Well, that. Why was it going there? Let me push it back. I think I pushed it back because there's no need for it to do anything, because this is already like open, so it doesn't need to blow into this, I guess. Same for this. This door's open, this door's open. Yeah, I think we're good here. I'm gonna mark this puzzle as done. Oh, you had to do this puzzle during the world quest out here, so yeah, it's definitely done. Okay, so we'll mark that off. Automatic. Sorry, just catching up, not sure what you were referring to, whether that was my talk about dirty loops or something else. That's a rock pile in the corner that I don't see now, so I think we got that. Oh, excuse me. Oh, hello. All right. Yeah, we definitely have that rock pile, so let me go ahead and mark that off. And all we really have up here is that's up top. Let's not warp. Let me not make that mistake again.
Overruled.
Gonna run all the way around the corner here. There's a puzzle here that we already did. Let's tell me about that puzzle, actually, as a matter of fact. 3 hourglasses that reward an exquisite chest, and if I cannot activate any of them, then we definitely already did it. Ah, third one is up here. Yep, this is done. Okay. So we'll mark that off. That was this chest that was down there, which is not down there now. Okay. Cool, so this area is all done. That's nice. Continuing to just take it in chunks. Try not to overwhelm myself. I think there's nothing I can do about overwhelming myself here. There's just like a lot. So what I can do though is start at a teleport point and sort of get everything nearby it and then keep going maybe. Yeah, that can work. And then we'll warp down here and start doing all that too. All right, so let's start with this teleport point. We already did that, so there's a lot here. Ugh, okay. Just to start with, there's a thing here. There's a thing there. There's another thing here. There's more here, but it's like on this section, which we're not doing yet. Oh, yes, that's it. Sorry, I forgot the name of the song. Yeah, Lupified was their first album. I thought it was self-titled for some reason, and I forgot it wasn't. But yeah, and Automatic was the song in question, and that song is not on the American release. And as is everything that Dirty Loops does, it's a really good take on that song. All this stuff is... That's all in this area. Okay. So there's like 4 items here. There's another 2 here. There's 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. And let's just start there for now. I'll look in a second.
Witness my rise.
Do I need to go up or down? Well, that is probably that chest where they were. Yep. So easy to hit the wrong button here. Got that. Both of those were up here. Obviously the chest wasn't here. What about the rock pile? The rock pile was the one over here. Behind this, I guess? I don't see anything now. I'm trying to verify that it was up here and not below. It could absolutely be down below. But I don't see anything down below, so. Yep, I think we've got that. Can I climb up without having to fight those guys? No. Yes, okay. Hi, Retzel. All right. We'll mark that off. So exciting, I'm sure. This is like the most boring stream in the world, watching me like cover all this territory I've already covered in, but thank you for popping in anyway. I appreciate it. There's several things here. The primal sandglasses, which are, I think that's what they're referring to these right here. No, that's something else. Okay. Do I need to go in? No, that's too far. Oh, thank you. I try and keep it interesting even when I'm covering the same ground that I retraced before to find every single chest that I'm missing, which at least it's like in a really nice area of gameplay and I can just like chat about it as I go and stuff like that. Oh, down here maybe. I forgot all about this little area. There was some weird lag, and that's not the first time that's happened tonight. I'm not sure why that is a thing. Oh well. Let's see. We'll go in here. I don't want to go all the way down. Okay. It must be talking about stuff in here. Were there things here? Yes, there were. All right, we gotta pick that thing out first, I'm sure.
Overrule.
Gather.
Oh, we're here now though. Okay. That's a different set of things. And I think we're missing one because there's 2 things here that are not lit up. So we might actually have not done this. Or maybe we have, because it's not interactable. Okay. Let me check this one. Yeah, I can't do this one either. I thought maybe I hadn't done it because there's 2 things here that aren't lit up, but but also like the doors open over there, and there's stuff that I did over there too. So, oh, but this is one of these that gives a furnishing, so I can just manually check this. Desert hut. Rest. Yep. Okay. I already did this. I wish I would have noticed that a second ago. All right. There's several markers for this. And I have that chess piece already. Okay. This rock pile is actually talking about something back here, I think. It's really difficult to tell what it's pointing to. There's not sand there. That doesn't match what the picture is showing me. But the sandglass is talking about on the interactive map is this stuff, which I did do. Okay. So I think I need to come back out here, actually. I can go ahead and mark this off, first of all. But second, I need to figure out a way to keep going down. But I feel like I might as well go in here first, because why not check these puzzles before I leave? All this stuff is going on. I feel pretty confident that I've done this. Yep. That's already done. Lighting all this up, left a chest in the middle. But it's not currently there. And then it's talking about something else that's not in this room, though.
Let them do as they please.
Unfortunate. I don't know if I need to go up or down for it. And I don't know how to go up and down, because there's multiple floors to this one room, even though it's all on the one floor. So I got to figure that nonsense out. Can I kill it before it hurts me? Yes. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I knew I had that already. Well, I can't go down anymore, so it's pretty clear I've got to... Can you open the map, please? I've got to backtrack up this way. Left takes us towards more area that I don't want to go in right now, but... And actually, when I do go in there, I'll probably go from this side and just drop, because I think there'll be several holes, like, down here. Yeah. Either way, we'll worry about all that later. For now... Wait. Suddenly I'm going down. Is this where I even meant to go? Oh, jeez. Oh, hello. All right. I remember this room, and I remember having a lot of trouble figuring out where I was going in here, which definitely tracks. But I'm also remembering now that the... Thank you for... Whatever. Oh, thank you for the follow. Anybody can go. Man, I appreciate that. It's, I don't have, I have OBS open, but I can't see it, so I'm just, like, looking on Stream Manager on my phone, and it's just, like, delayed and a tiny viewpoint, so I couldn't see.
You have my
I was like, what is going on? Okay. I definitely have... Do I? Well, I appreciate it either way. Thank you. This might not be the room I'm thinking of. It looked like it at first, but... No, it doesn't look the exact same as this thing I'm looking at. Down here, maybe, and around the corner? Oh, yes. It was talking about right here, and there's nothing there now. Okay, cool. Finally found that. But I gotta figure out how to get back up to that. I don't know exactly where that's at. But I am too far down, I think, so we're gonna have to port all the way back out here and head south. Or maybe down and in? Let's try down and in. This will probably just lead me back to where I was. I'll have to like go back out and up, but we'll see. Oh yeah, because this is the one that led me down and around to that. So yeah, this was just another way into here, which doesn't really help. But I could go up this way. Can I keep going up? Like all the way? Yeah, maybe I could and I just stopped before I needed to. Oh. Oh, this is back around here. Okay. So this just led to where I should have gone in the first place, which was up in this way. Oh. This is exactly why I waited until last to do Sumeru to 100% it, because it's just... Actually, the forest will probably be a lot of fun to go back through. We talked about this already. I have basically all this underground to retrace my steps on to try and fully 100%. But the only other portion of the game I haven't fully 100%ed is the entirety of the forest. I have a lot left here, like 95 chests, despite the fact that it says 100 on here. It's a lie. When the map says 100, it's actually like 80. But there's a lot of stuff to retrace here. But I feel like I'll actually have fun doing this. The desert underground is just so confusing that it just blurs together too easily, in my opinion. This doesn't look like what I'm going for, but I think I can run behind it. Which is all this. Oh, I remember this. Okay. And I don't remember what this was, but I do know that I've done it already because I hit that book to open it. I can touch the cell, which brings this up so you can actually see the wall, which is a really cool effect. But I think they're talking about this torch puzzle, which I did. Yeah, so we'll mark that off. Okay, got all that. Now, ugh, look at all this. Let's start with the stuff that's on this level. So one by one, we'll keep putting stuff down. And then check it one by one. Those are down below. I lied. I'm gonna go ahead and put those on the map. while I'm down here looking at it. Two things here. And a chest like right at this door. And then back up here, it's like two items right here. A chest here. Boy, this is a lot. This teleport point is pretty close to... Oh, that's like a further underground area, though. That drops here, then from there you got to drop here. Which means it would take a while to get down there, actually, from that route, unfortunately. It would be faster, I think, to port here and just work our way around and come back down to this later. Actually, I'm not sure you can get there from here. I think you have to go from here or here. So we'll work our way around this circle, drop here, do this, and then come. Wait, how do you get here? Oh, that's above ground. I'd have to start here and drop, I think. Oh, underground's so confusing. Anyway, there's like 2 items here. And another 2 here. This is a lot of stuff. There's like 8 sand piles down there. What? Well, it is a desert. Okay, that's all around each other. Okay. 2 things here. 2 things here. Like a million things here. 1 item here. 1 item here. And let's keep going around this side first. 1 item here-ish. Actually, if I don't work this off, I'm gonna forget. So let's drop here really quickly. There's an obelisk there. A chest here. Okay, and now we're in this area. There's 2 items here. There's a chest here. This is actually 1 spot up. Ooh, let's see. This is here. There's something here. And then right below it, 1 floor up, there's something here. And then there is a sand pile here-ish, something like that. A rock pile here, and 2 items here. Oh, that's a lot. But that's like this entire section. Oh, wait. Nope. Okay. I actually got what was up here. I didn't realize. So this is all already good. That's a lot, but you know what? When we finish all that, that will be a large chunk. Then we'll just have this and like what of the center area I didn't do, which is a lot because there's like a separate section. There's a different center area that I'm having trouble clicking down to. Dang, I can't get to it. There it is. It's like the center area inside the pyramid that we still have to do. That's also a lot of markers when I look at it like this. Whatever. Take it a bit at a time. Let's start with going back out this way. And this time we're going to want to keep going this way instead of taking a right. Well, first it's talking about a chest that was here that clearly is not. The Fatui and the Eremites that were here that I beat up like an hour ago were obviously guarding that. So we can just go ahead and mark that off. And then there's a rock pile around the corner. It's not up top. Well, we are up top and we can't go any higher. Maybe that's down below. I'm just worried if we go too far down, then we'll be like on a different portion of the map. But I don't see any other. Okay, we're still on the same portion of the map. Good. I don't quite see what they're referring to, though. I think they're actually looking at the ground here, and there was a rock pile directly in the center, like right here. Okay, we got that. All right, so mark that off, and we need to keep going up there somehow, which is not there. How do you get there? Oh, we just didn't go far enough. Okay. The environment is very, very interesting and fun to go through in terms of just like giganticness. It's a lot. Okay, there is a sand pile up here. Is it down here? There's nothing on the ground here. And it wasn't up here, so I must have already gotten it. It was a sand pile with a rock pile in it. So go ahead and mark those off. All right, now we want to check for a chest in this corner, which is not out in the open. I also don't see anything just sitting there. That was a chest that's out in the open. You had to kill these guys to get it, so we must already have that. Okay, I'll mark that off. I see more Fatui all the way down there, but I also see this chest has a an item that was in it. Desert hut. Questions? Got it already. Okay. So we have one item that was there, but there was also a rock pile behind them. So let's go check that. Oh, I was looking at the wrong Fatui. It's like way further back here. Was up here-ish? Oh, I never did this because these things exist. All right. Got that. Let's see. And then we have like all this stuff going on over here. Oh, Mirror Maiden. Oh, I hate them. Let me run up here. I mean, they're not difficult to take out with my current team, but I'm not going to deal with it if I don't have to. Mirror Maidens are such a hassle. All right, over here. Let's come over here so I'm away from her. All right, that is all the way to the bottom, I think. But that is also an elemental monument reward that gives yet another desert wall. There was a whole lot of desert walls here. And I had that one already. Cool. So I'll mark that chest and that elemental monument off my map. Over here.
Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Somewhere in this direction we have both a Geo Slimes, first of all. But there was supposedly a sand pile and a rock pile over here. Maybe that was below us. Yeah, that's all the way to the bottom. Not there now. Got it already. Cool. Alright, there's a lot going on over here, which is probably already done, because I see stuff lit up. So that looks like a puzzle that I did in the past.
Overruled.
Where does this even go? Oh, this is the elemental puzzle that I did. With like floors to walk up on top of it and everything. Oh no! Okay, we're not going that way. Alright, anyway. There's like so much going on here. I forgot what I did and what I didn't do. Well, I can mark off the Everlight puzzle because that's clearly active. You can physically see it down there. There was a rock pile over here. Yeah. There was another rock pile in this direction. Guess that might have been in here. Or back here, maybe? Ah, yes, that was right there in the sand. Not there now. Alright. And then there was a rock pile and 3 sand piles back in this corner. Oh, can't go that way. It's like up here, I guess. Well, I don't see any rock piles or sand piles here. I suspect those sand piles were... One sand pile was hiding a rock pile. And that's... Wait. Oh. That's why I didn't look... Oh, they're all right here. Okay. I never came up here. Cool.
Wind strike.
That lizard ran away before I could... Oh, there he is. Like... Okay. That's weird. There was supposed to be a rock pile on the rightmost one, but... Well. Alright, cool. Let me mark all those off. I must have gotten it already, which doesn't surprise me, but what does surprise me is that so far in this game, anytime you used Animo to blow away a sand pile that had something important under it, like a rock pile, the sand pile would not respawn. So I was very confused as to why that one did, if I'd already gotten the rock pile that was there. But
This is where you fall.
sorry, I do that every so often because that's how she gets her health back. I was like, I was a little low on health. I didn't like that, so... Okay, where to next? This way and around the corner will take us to all this stuff. I can pop in there really quickly and then come here, and then I guess that will take me down to this. I see if I can get that and that and that and that and then drop. Seems like what I want to do. Okay.
Transfixed.
Pretty little area that I forgot about. I see interactables there that makes me realize that this was an area that previously had the withering in it, which was a Sumeru-wide phenomenon that was really annoying. There was like 52 of those things, and they actually took a lot of effort to get rid of throughout the world. And I'm glad it's gone, that I don't have to worry about it anymore. When I first ran into it, I was worried that it would be an RNG thing, and you would just deal with it every so often until you completed the story. But no, there was like exactly 52 permanent ones, and once you did them, they were just gone forever. Although maybe it would have been better if they had been an RNG spawn that would have stopped when you got far enough in the story. But either way, took care of it. Thankfully, don't have to worry about it anymore. We did the elemental monuments here because they're obviously already lit. And probably safe to assume we already have this, but this was a furnishing we got for doing those. And I might as well check. Sunset? Yep, okay. Cool. So we're good here. I do think I'm gonna get the rest of these and I'll call it for the night.
Into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
So I wanted to go for about 2 hours, and it's already almost 2 hours. Been I started like 7:43ish, something like that. So been going for a good while. But this has actually been a solid amount of progress to clear out this much of the underground desert, so I'm quite happy. Yes, I do want to go up that. Ooh, do I want to go up that way, or is that down below? Well, I am gonna need to go up that way, but that looks like it might be a rock pile down below. Oh, let's take these guys out first. We're gonna have to anyway.
Transfixed.
Who is my main? Actually, Arlecchino. I pulled her when she first launched, and I was like, oh, she's incredible. I'm never maining another character again. And then just last banner, I managed to get her to C2. And this second constellation specifically is like busted. When you do enough damage to an enemy that you do the skill on, she instantly does another skill. It doesn't chain. So when you do one skill, the second skill does not then let you do a third skill. You just have to wait for your your cooldown to go off. But it's still like twice as much damage from her regular attacks if you have C1 and C2, and her regular attacks, her C0 is already ridiculous. So
Something
I love
you
it.
wish to report? Go on. You have my
see.
undivided attention.
I think that is below, but I don't see anything down here, so I think I've got this already. Next banner she comes up on, wherever that is, like a year or two from now, I'm going to get her to C3, definitely. I can't tell if that's down here now. That doesn't look like... Unless... This is what they're talking about? Oh, yes. Okay, it was down here. Her C4 and 5 are worthless unless you also get C6, and I don't know if I want to put enough money into her to get to C6, so I'll probably get to C3 on her next banner and just stop there. That's understandable. Also, Genshin keeps adding, like, it's absurd the amount of content in here. So presumably you were still playing when Fontaine was released, but now we have, like, most of Natlan. I think in the patch... When? 33 days from now. Oh god, I came in here and you could see that I paid money for the Gnosticam. I just outed myself. In the patch 33 days from now, I think they will add the final portion of Natlan that we'll get for now. The Natlan story finished, but we haven't yet gotten access to the 6th tribe, and thus the C6 for Pyro Traveler yet. And I'm pretty sure they're dropping drip marketing right now for the characters in that tribe. So it's pretty clear that we're going to get that tribe in about a month. But that's still like a lot. Like, just to show real quick, like Fontaine, that must have come out when you were playing, probably. So they added all this. Fontaine was amazing, by the way. What an incredible story. Not as good a story as Sumeru's Archon Quest, but the 5.2 finale of Fontaine was just like one of the best things in this game. I know they added Xingyu Vale in the middle of that. Or not in the middle of that. It was like 5.3, 5.4 around Lantern, right? They added extra leeway, which was pretty cool. And then they gave us Natlan, which has actually been a really fun area. Some of the story beats didn't hit as hard for me. I think the characterization was... I actually liked the characters. I just think that our friendships with them in Natlan were unearned. Went too fast. The pacing was bad, I think. But I did like a lot of Natlan, and you can see we have like most of it now. We're only missing this chunk, which will get added in about a month, I believe. That's a lot. That's a lot of game. This is a lot of game. Look at all this. And Inazuma too. It's so much. It's definitely the type of game where you can just get swamped and not want to go back because there's just so much. So I can totally feel you there. Yeah, the bad pacing was rough. Some of the story beats were legitimately incredible, which made up for the bad pacing. Specifically, what was it? 5.1 or 5.2? I think it was 5.1. Yeah, it was 0.1 because 0.2 gave us new areas to explore, but not new story. While 5.1 gave us new story and not new areas. But 5.1 story ended. It was wild. It ended with a domain, and that domain was a special instance that was literally the entire nation of Natlan. It was basically an Abyss infiltration. Like the Abyss started a war in Natlan. We always knew Natlan was like the nation of war, because they've been fighting the Abyss the whole time, like straight up just actual combat with the Abyss. Well, the Abyss invades in patch 5.1, and you get put into an instance that is literally the entire nation of Natlan, and it was incredible. It was one of the best things in this game I've ever played in my life. So despite the pacing issues, experiencing stuff like that 100% makes it worth it. So still recommend like catching up if you have time playing what you missed, but also I can fully understand why there's so much and why people regularly need breaks from this game, because it's too much. It's what, like, the amount of stuff they added this game compared to say like Final Fantasy 14. It's like, I gotta go up for this one. It's like near impossible to keep up with, and the only reason I'm able to keep up with it now is because I've gotten up to date and I play each new patch when it comes out, because otherwise I just would get behind so quick. I don't see this up here. Is it up or is it down? That looks like it might be further down. I don't actually see. Oh no, we're already too low. That one was specifically up here. Oh, I didn't mean to teleport. Oh well, we're still in the same area. We're just down below now. But I should be able to hit that, maybe, possibly, or I can hit that one. And it's the good thing about this area is that there's like all these fast travel points all over the place. It just takes you a while to get to the first one, annoyingly. I hear that game is actually really good. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. That's the one that's like Animal Crossing-ish, right? Yeah, I heard it was like surprisingly good, actually. And the only reason I haven't bothered with it is because I know when Switch 2 comes out, we'll probably get another Animal Crossing. And I know how I react to Animal Crossing-like games, and that I will just be like trapped in it for months, and I don't have time to play that right now. So that's exactly why I was avoiding that game. But I hear it is very good. I'm glad to know that that was not hearsay, that people were accurate with that. I really do not see what they're talking about over here. Oh, no, that's not correct. Ugh. That seems like it actually is down. That must be. Yeah. I don't know why it's up here on the map when it's there, though. There's a problem with the interactive maps where people put markers on like the wrong level, and you just have to figure it out. It's very annoying. Okay, so those were the same thing. That was a sand pile with a rock pile inside it. So I want to do the stuff up top though. So we are going to come over here. And the map talks about a sand pile that's right here, but I don't see anything. No, that's just like, that was right up here in the open, and it's clearly I've gotten that one already, so we'll mark that off. And we're gonna head up here.
Laid bare.
All right. I can't even see what you're talking about. Is that inside? Is that above? Oh, that's above. Wow, okay. Which means I've probably already got it, because there was a Dendroculus up here, of which I've gotten all of them. Yeah, that was just like in the stand over there. Okay. All right, so we need to go in for. There was a chest. But it's a chest that had an item in it that I can search for. Let's see. Desert desk. Hospitality. Yep, already have that. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll mark that off. I will run in there really quickly.
What
Wait, no,
could the
that's.
children be up to?
Oh, thank you. Hope you have an excellent dinner.
Never mind. Let them do as they please.
We already. That puzzle led to that chest, which led to the item I already have, so I can mark that off. Okay. So now we have to drop down and peek in there for those, and then peek over here for these. Starting with this, I guess. There's a torch puzzle. Ah, yes, that torch puzzle that I've already gotten. There was also a chest there, which I pretty clearly also already have. Yeah, I was just out in the open. And finally, behind all the fungi, up here, I think. I don't see anything though. Ugh. Oh, hello. I feel bad for them. They just appear just to get instantly deleted. But also, why are they attacking me? I just came up to look for something. Okay. I see. Oh, I do see that. Okay. That's wrapping around. With this here. It's really tough to tell, but the picture I'm looking at has the item would have been right here. So, okay. We have that already. Let's mark that off. All right. Next I want to go in there. And do I go in from here? Yes. Okay, there's just an obelisk and a chest that I probably already got. Oh, but that's around the corner. That's over here, down here. There's the obelisk. Where would the chest have been? Because there's nothing here to interact with right now. Oh, that was just there. You came in this room and that chest was already there. Let's do that just to verify. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, we'll go back out for those then.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
And then we want to stay down, so we're gonna follow this river over here. And I'll probably aggro on them, but I'm gonna keep running because there's only 2 of them and I got a ways to go. And they'll unaggro in a second. This one I will fight. That was a sand pile. I don't see a sand pile now, so... Oh, yes I do. Oh, nice. I got a lizard tail. It's like not useful at all. Oh well. Let's just head in that direction. The first thing is what looks like a chest out in the open. Free meat. I'm gonna do that. Oh, hello. All right, cool. There was a chest there that you killed the fungi to get. Well, I must already have that because there's nothing there now. And in this room, you have a puzzle, a chest, and another chest directly inside that was just out in the open. So almost certainly I've got all that already, but we'll run in there. Whoops. We'll run in there really quickly and check for the one. But then the other one is a furnishing. The olive grove. Have it already. Okay, cool. So we'll pop in here real quick just to make sure there's no chest physically visible there. There is not. Awesome. So I have that already. Okay, cool. And that's it for that section. So yeah, next I have all of this down here. And then there's some stuff here too, I think. No, I got all that already because I came here for this. So there was all this down here, and then there's some directly underneath this mausoleum that I cannot click into because it's like here. Okay, so not a lot left. Hopefully there is just one chest in the middle of all that because, like I said earlier, we got 4 chests while we were playing, and I'm now missing just one chest in the entirety of this portion of the desert. If it's not there, that would be a shame, but I'm used to it because I'm literally missing onesies and twosies throughout most of the rest of the nations in this game. So I think actually true 100%ing to find those onesies and twosies will probably take like another year, unfortunately. Literally finding like the one chest I'm missing in all of this. So specifically, I'll cover that. I'm missing 1 chest in Mondstadt, 2 chests in Dragonspine, 4 chests in the original portion of Leeway, not counting Shingu Vale, 1 chest in the chasm, and I don't know whether that's above ground or underground. We have 1 more chest to go in here, but I haven't fully finished exploring there, obviously. I'm missing 1 chest in this portion of the desert, 1 chest in this portion of the desert, and 1 chest in this starting portion of Fontaine, including the Court of Fontaine there. So that's like, what, a dozen chests that I'm missing throughout the entire world, and trying to find, well, okay, more than a dozen, because earlier I mentioned how I'm missing 95 chests here, but that's because I haven't re-explored the forest yet, so obviously I'll go through that. But if I end up with just like 1 more that I'm missing there, then once again, like a dozen or so chests that I'm missing throughout the entire world, and trying to find those specifically I'm not looking forward to it. But once I get to that point, that will just be a thing that I just do randomly when I have nothing else to do in this game. So I'm not too stressed about it, but I would like to try and figure it out, try and pull it off eventually. So something to work on over time though. But for now, that was excellent progress. Actually, we got very little left to do in the desert. But that is stuff I can do in the desert some other time. So for now, let me put the music back on. I'm gonna go find somebody for us to raid. Turn that up a little bit, actually. Who's streaming? Let's see. While I'm waiting for that to load, actually, I'm gonna see if I remember what my commands are. Let's see. Is that the right one? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So if you're following, you can copy that command. If you're subbed, you can use that one. We'll use that as a raid message when we get to where we're going. I just got to figure out where we're going. Okay, let's see. There are a lot of people streaming, but oh, Zaki's streaming. Zaki's playing Elden Ring. Let's go raid Zaki. Zaki is the community manager for Zeldathon, and they are a really cool person that I enjoy being around. Had a lot of fun with them at the recent Zeldathon side quests Winter Masquerade event. We were at the same location. Just a great person to be around. So happy to go send us over there. Yeah, thank you everybody for popping in. Had a nice number pop in tonight and hang out and chat with me, and I appreciate that. You made it a lot of fun to just boringly retrace steps in Sumeru in the desert while I was actually like engaged chatting with y'all. So thank you so much for that. I will try and be back. Nice. I will try and be back on Thursday night. I don't know if I'll continue doing this or I will switch to something else, but I will attempt to stream again on Thursday. I would like to stream again regularly, especially after this weekend. I feel like I'm in the mood to do that again, not just on my own channel. So Thursday, I will make the attempt. Thursday evening, probably around 7:30, the usual time. We'll probably also try. Well, no, I won't be available Saturday. Normally, I also stream Saturdays. When I am streaming, I'm going to be busy all day this Saturday. But on Sunday, I am going to be streaming Cave Story on the WMJSO channel. So I'll shout out WGMSO real quick. I feel like everybody here who's watching is following them already, but if you're not, follow them, and I will be there Sunday at 7:30. But other than that, I will potentially see you Thursday, and if I don't, I will see you around. I appreciate you all very much. Let's go raid Zaki. Have a wonderful evening. Take care, everybody. Good night.